Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have your spoilers for the upcoming week of October 9th, 2023 for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. Then after that, we'll go over Switch very quickly. So let's get into it with the weekly event spoilers for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. How'd you guys do with the new Mythic? Did you get it? Did you get it? It's not too bad. It's not too good. It's like usual. Like usual with recent Mythics. Let me fix this mic. Alright, let's go. We have an invasion next week. They did put out that calendar like a week ago. I just dislike the calendar. I don't really feel like going over it because it's stupid. I don't like it. So is what it is. They make you decipher, like do a Captain Crunch, get a toy out of the box, and then you look through it with your eyeball, and like it's so stupid. I hate it. All right, Invasion next week. So Invasion is the easiest event in the game. It's towers. They give you the troop you need, and you just triple up on that troop, and you one-shot the towers. It's really easy. Galvania week. Undead Construct Bone Catapult. Campaign starts up next week, and then we have the Underspire for Galvania. Also, Guild Wars, so like a billion things next week. We have like nothing going on this week, but that's what they do. They like to make very boring weeks with pretty much nothing going on. And then the next week, they'll pile you up with a Guild Wars, a campaign, an invasion, an Underspire, epic trials, everything all at once. So we got Guild Wars also. Faction Assault Tuesday is Dark Court. Wednesday, Pet Rescue is Moon Moon from Galvania. Moon Moon is important. It's a soul pet. The only pet in the game that increases the amount of souls you get for every single battle. So if you ever watched one of my really old soul farming videos from back in the day, that was one of the things that you can do to get more souls, is to get Moon Moon fully ascended. It'll give you 5% extra souls for everything you do in the game, which adds up over time. So make sure you get Moon Moon fully ascended if you don't have it fully ascended, especially if you're all hot and bothered about souls. Thursday class event is Death Knight, a terrible class. It's cool. It sounds cool, Death Knight, but it's terrible. And then Friday we have Arena, so that's good. It's a weekend off for most people who don't like to get every single writ presented to them. So yeah, that's not bad. You just have Guild Wars over the weekend after a real busy week there. So they're giving you a break on the weekend with Arena. Of course, I recommend doing the Arena to practice, to get better at the game. You can't just copy somebody's team and push one button. You actually have to use your brain and be good at Gems of War. And there's writs in there that you can go get. I know it takes way too long, but it makes you practice. It makes you go get them. It makes you get better to get your writs. So consider doing it if you want to get better at the game. If you still just want to push one button and copy a team, then that's up to you. We have Galvania. I just would recommend playing Arena to get better at the game, because a lot of this game is just brainless grinding, and it's nice to have a chance to actually get better at it for stuff like epic trials that come into the game, where you actually need to deepen the Underspire, deepen the Delves. You're going to run into trouble if all you ever do is push one button and wipe the entire other team in one shot. All right, so this is Galvania. Let's go over all the troops and tell you what can be in the event key drop table. Avena, Banshee, Batswarm, Carmella, Corpse Mare, Crimson Bat, Dark Priestess, Deathclaw, Draculus, Dreadsteed, Dullahan, Flaming Skeleton, Flesh Golem, Ghoul, Grave Knight, Morthani's Darkness, Morthani's Will, Nosferatu, Seguinia, the Flesh Horror, the Gemini, the Ghost Queen, the Grey King, Umber Wolf, Vampire Lord, Van Kane, Vargoyle, Villager, Vlad the Unsated, Werebat, Werewolf, Wraith, and Zombie. The Grey King stuck out the most to me, and then the Ghost Queen was second. So if you're going for anything, and this is not a terrible kingdom to throw event keys at. It's not the best ever, but it's better than some. The Grey King's there, the Ghost Queen's there, Morthani's Darkness is there, Draculus is okay. There's a few things. I mean, I would definitely tell you to... I would want you to continue to hold on to your event keys for something slightly better, but if you're just super impatient and you've been saving and it's like uncharacteristic for you to save and you've just been waiting for the first thing to throw all your event keys at, This wouldn't be terrible, because the Grey King is a top 10 mythic, and the Ghost Queen is a 50% start for undead. And the Gemini's not terrible, but it is just above average. Same with, like, Morthani's Darkness and Draculus. So, you know, a lot of good stuff there, but still, like, one of the, just under the threshold for throwing event keys, in my opinion. But not terrible. I love the Grey King. All right, weapons. So the Soul Forge will provide some of these weapons to you, and I'll let you know. Axe of Leeching, Blood Crusher, Blood Keeper, Chain Flail, Crypt Keeper, Death Knell, Doomed Scythe, Doomed Mother Effin' Scythe. Mace of Galvania, Morthani's Scythe, Shadow Shot, Shatter Flask, Soul of Zathenos, Trick and Treat, Wall of Oblivion. So the only one that applies to our is a Doomed Scythe there, so make sure you get Doomed Scythe. It's 900 diamonds. It's pretty up there for things that you should get. It's going to be a very long time before you can get it again. So even if you're saving up for something else, the Doom Scythe will never, it's not going to come back around for like a nice 30 plus weeks. And it's the best purple doomed weapon in the entire game. Now, do you see me using it every single day? Not really. So if you're dead set on saving up for Ironhawk, I totally understand. But just keep in mind you're not going to be able to get it again for another 30 plus, 35 plus weeks. And it's there now. It's up to you if you want to like invest a little bit of diamonds into the Doom Scythe. Recommended for most people, but there are some people out there I would say just go ahead and keep saving. Alright, so that's that. Pretty good, pretty good. Good troops, a good weapon. Let's check out the new troops. PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. What do we got? On Monday, October 9th, 2023, from Galvania, we have Blood Elf. He said he was going out for a drink, but we knew he was really out for blood. Arcane Storm, base rarity, ultra rare, troop type Undead Elf, troop role Warlock. What's her name? Olivia something, the vampire song? My daughter loves that song. Looks like this. Olivia Rodrigo. That's what she calls her anyway. Looks cool. A vampire with a sword. You don't see that very often. Spell is Dark Leech. Steal magic +1 life from an enemy and web them. Mana color red, yellow. Mana cost 11. Steal magic +1 life from an enemy. We want to see not just one enemy there. Trait number 1 is Accursed. Trait number 2 is Undying. Trait number 3 is Dark Ancestry. So no good traits. Also on Monday from Galvania, we're getting Bone Catapult. Alas, poor Yorick. I threw him well. Arcane Skull, base rarity, epic. Troop type Undead Construct. Troop role Striker. Not sure how a catapult can be undead, but I guess we're about to see. Yeah, it doesn't even look like it's alive, so how can it be undead? I mean, of course. It's not alive, so it's undead. But it's not dead, it's undead. I don't know. Anyway, that's your tower troop. That's the one you're going to use like triple of to crush the towers easily. Skull Throw is the spell. Deal magic +2 damage to an enemy boosted by skulls. If they are a tower, deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. It's also the shiny troop, so not one you want to open up your shiny keys for. Keep saving those shiny keys, at least until the next journey troop. Or, if you're being really patient and you watched my shiny key video, you should save them until there's a mythic or a legendary in there, at least a good one. Shiny spell deals magic +2 damage to an enemy boosted by skulls. If they are a tower, deal 3 times 5 times damage based on my ascensions. 3 times instead of 2 times. Mana color purple brown. Mana cost 12. Trait number 1 is Skull Death. Summon a Bone Storm when an enemy dies. That is great. That might be a really good one from now on. Like sometimes we have like double. You can use like well, you have to use. Unfortunately, these days you have to use at least one of these to get your double points. But sometimes there's like 2 tower troops, and you can use the other tower, like that Sir Mordain that one time. If you know what I'm talking about. This guy has Skull Death, summon a Bone Storm when an enemy dies. And then the skulls that you hit with on the towers, you hit for, it says right here, skulls. If they are a tower, deal 3 times 5 times damage. Trait number 2, Undying. Trait number 3, Siege Breaker. That's your skull damage right there. Deal 3 times 5 times skull damage versus towers based on my ascension. That's what I was talking about. And that is it. So the Invasion Troop, the Glory Shop Troop, the Shiny Troops, the Invasion Troop. Don't be throwing shiny keys. Weapon spoilers. On Monday, October 9th, 2023, from Galvania, we have Blood Crusher, Rarity Legendary, Weapon Type Hammer, Weapon Roll Striker. Looks like that. Pretty cool. What if you hit them with this side? Do they get burnt? Or does it just tickle them? Looks like it would just tickle their pickle. Mana color, blue, red, mana cost 14. Spell is deal magic plus 3 damage to the first 2 enemies, boosted by undead allies. It has gain 4 armor, steal 3 life from the first enemy, deal 5 damage to the first enemy, and bleed the first enemy. Looks like Dookie Stain Poo Poo. And that's it. So let's check out the stuff that never shows anything. Cool. And cool. Pet spoilers. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Great. Nothing till next week. We get Chronometer, Midnight Countdown Campaign. Whatever that is. But that's next week. And Max Kingdom Power. So really busy week, but nothing too crazy coming into the game. A crappy weapon, a crappy Glory Shop troop, and an invasion troop that you just are forced to use multiples of. On the 9th of October, Galvania, Kingdom Power goes to 30. That's pretty notable. That's an actual stat. That's important. Most of the time I just ho-hum these and like whatever, because all I care about is soft caps and stats. So I'm not sitting around trying to get a mythic or a pet or whatever to get to a non-soft cap. But here we go. Here's a nice stat. Power level 30 is actually you getting a stat. So Galvania is now possible to get to 30, which is definitely important. Maybe not for most people. Don't over-obsess about it. Early game, you need to pay attention to your kingdom levels and power. And then late game, you pay attention to your kingdom levels and power. But you're not that guy a lot of the time. But definitely pay attention to it. I mean, do it if you can. But don't over-obsess about it and go out of your way to get crappy mythics. And go out of your way to stop a vault event to get pets. Like, there's certain things you shouldn't do at certain points in the game. Early game, pay attention to your kingdom levels and power. Late game, pay attention to your kingdom levels and power. Mid game, you should already have like soft caps and not have to worry about it as much. And then late game is when you like go a little bit further than soft caps. Got too many people out there worrying about like getting random mythics and pets for kingdom levels that don't even give you a stat. It's overhyped at the moment. So that's it for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. So super busy week with nothing too great to get too excited about. Arena weekend. I'm always excited to do a live stream with Arena because it's really fun. It's kind of unpredictable instead of just the same old, so I like that. And yeah, but the rest of the week, Guild Wars all week, new campaign, Invasion, Galvania week, the Grey King, Ghost Queen, Doom Scythe. Let's go. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And let's move on to Nintendo Switch. Remember, tomorrow, live stream, 10 a.m. EST, PC, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation. Hopefully you stayed and listened to that part. Let's go with the live stream tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST. All right, Nintendo Switch, let's go. We're going to do it very quickly for the upcoming week of October 9th, 2023. You guys have a Journey event. You're getting Secra Darkwood from Zolkari. She's really good. She's a looper. Make sure to have your whole team full of elves and loop on purple. It's just like Chalcedony, but for purple and elves. Underspire is Zolkari. Not sure if we've had that one yet or not. Tuesday Faction Assault is Eldrazi. Pet Rescue Wednesday is Lucky. That's the EXP pet. That's an important one. Make sure you get it fully ascended. Lucky, Moon, Mini Mimic, those are the important ones that actually give you something actually good. Like, I don't pay attention to a lot of pets because it's just a very tiny amount of stats if you do a very specific team a lot of the time. But Lucky, Moon, and Mini Mimic give you stuff every single battle, so you want to have those fully ascended. Class event is Orb Weaver, not bad. And yeah, for some reason they never put your weekend event on Terran's World, so sorry about that. Troop spoiler. Or wait, let's go back over your kingdom. Zolkari is a good kingdom. Alright, so I'm going to just look through here. We got Arachnian Weaver, top 10 mythic. Our Proxy Avenger, top 10 mythic. Malcondessa's okay. Seeker's awesome. And yeah, Web Spinner, awesome. So lots of awesome troops in Zalkari. That's one of the kingdoms you actually wait for with event keys and then throw them. Because Arachnian Weaver's top 10, Arc Proxy's top 10, Web Spinner's top 10, and then you got Secra in there somewhere. So if you've been waiting to throw event keys, there's 2 top 10 mythics in this drop table. So you might want to throw them, unless you're specifically saving up for Ironhawk or High King Irongut. Those are the only 2 people that should not throw keys. As far as weapons go, Book of Brambles is really good with Secra. And other than that, I don't really see anything, but I'm going over it very quickly, so there might be something I'm missing. But definitely, I like the Book of Brambles for the Secret team. Alright, so that's Zalkari. It's a really good kingdom, especially for troops and event key drop table. New troops for Switch. You're getting Bound Mage on Monday. Looks like this. Computer's lagging behind me. Come on. Converts all yellow gems to web gems. Summon a spider swarm. Blue, purple. Mana cost 11. No good traits. It's an ultra rare. Undead elf. Also on Monday, you're getting Secra. Secra's awesome from Zalkari. We do use Secra here in the future. We don't use Bound Mage. We do use Secra quite a bit. Secra is good. Seek Respect, Not Attention. Arcane Venom, base rarity, epic, troop type elf, troop roll striker. Peep her, and you'll use her quite a bit. Just keep her in mind. Dark Path is the spell. Deal magic plus 4 damage to an enemy, then create 3 purple gems boosted by elf allies. Mana color green, purple, mana cost 12. So she makes a ton of purple if you have a full team of elves. She uses purple, so that means she loops back into herself. The enemy never gets a turn if you're doing it properly. And she's your journey troop too, so you have to use her for the journey. The Elder Dragon's coming through, leaving bloodstains and residue on Monday from Karakoth. Listen to your elders. It's your mythic, probably for the campaign. It deals magic plus 3 damage to all enemies. Create 9 cursed gems boosted by cursed enemies. You know, it had potential. It's not great because curse and bless is not a good thing to boost off of because you can only have so many, like 3 or 4. It's better to boost off of something where you can have more than 3 or 4. So it never really gets to looping like it should. But it does hit all enemies, and it does curse. It is decent. It's just not amazing because of what it boosts off of. Has a Madness Storm. It's a campaign. You have to pay to get it. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all you're getting. So Seeker is awesome. Elder Dragon's average, above average, decent. And Bound Mage we never use because it makes web gems, and who wants stinky web gems? Just like the bounty troop. Hopefully you were smart enough to not trait all the way the freaking bounty troop right now if you're on PC, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation for some reason listening still. I was smart enough not to. I should have made a video for that, man. I didn't think about it. Monday, October 9th, 2023 from Zalkari, you're getting Bound Darkness, your weapon. It's red-purple. It deals magic plus 4 damage to an enemy, boosted by purple allies and elf allies. Never something you want to really use. You'd rather use Book of Brambles with, like, Secra. But you're getting it. It's probably through maybe the campaign. Or maybe your journey. I don't know. Probably campaign. Click on this just for because. Just for because. Come here for gems like that. Just for because. No pets. Lost my mic for a sec. Karakoth Kingdom Power goes to 27 on the 9th. And Zalkari Kingdom Power goes to 27 on the 9th. And that is it. So yeah, that's it for this one. That was Nintendo Switch. You have a good kingdom. So make sure if you don't have Arachnian Weaver and Arc Proxy Avendra or the Ghost... Is it the Ghost Queen? No, that's us. Anyway, you got Web Spinner, you got Arc Proxy, you got Arachnian Weaver. So a really good time to throw event keys. Book of Brambles, Secra. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Get about channel, comment below. Live stream tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST. Please be there. Would really appreciate it. Even if you can't watch, even if you can't listen. If you could just turn it on, I'd be happy. Peace.